So at this point in the project, you should be done with knitting. I am finished here. I finished my last row and I'm at a good stopping point because I measured 70 inches. So if you're at 70, let's get ready to bind the project off. And I do want to say as a suggestion, I've said 70 inches just as like, I feel like that's a good standard size. But if you wanted to knit it shorter or knit it longer, you can feel free to add on some more length here before binding off. Completely up to you. Scarf making is very flexible. There's so many different sizes and it really depends on preference. So feel free to change it up a bit. All right, for the bind off, we are going to knit each stitch and then take them off the needle, but I'll show you how we're going to do that. So you're going to need both of your knitting needles and a pair of scissors to cut the tail when we get done, and then a tapestry needle, because after we bind these stitches off, I'm going to show you how to weave in the two yarn tails that are hanging and kind of blend them into the project to finish off this scarf. Okay. To get started here, you want to knit the first 2 stitches. This is setting up how we're going to do the bind off. So knit 2, and now we have 2 on the right needle. So let's bind off the first stitch. Take your left needle and put it through that far right stitch on the right needle and lift it over the other stitch and then off that right needle, okay? So you see that's the one we just took off right there, and we have 1 left. So now we want to knit another stitch and add it to the right needle. So knit 1. Now we have 2 here again. So we're gonna do that same process. Take the right, use your left needle to take that far right stitch over the other stitch and off that right needle. Okay, let's do it again. So now knit another one and lift that far right stitch over. Knit another one, and we're going to do this all the way to the end. Okay, knit, and now lift that far right stitch over. Knit another one. All right, keep going here. I do this for the whole length, so 22 stitches, because that's what we're working with. So then, as you can see, here is what it's starting to look like, because we're taking the stitches off one by one, and basically we wrap them around the stitch that's next to it. So it's kind of like this little chain effect that keeps going all the way along the length of this edge here. Okay, I'm gonna get to the end here. Feel free, if you think you got it, just work to the end. And then I'll show you what to do when we only have 1 stitch left. Okay, keep going, and my knitting needles are clanking against the table here. So lots of sound effects going on. And normally I don't knit over a table. I usually knit in my lap, so it's a little awkward. Okay, I'm getting to the end here. Down over, there's 2 more on my left needle. So let's do the 1. Okay, lift that right one over. Okay, last one on my left needle. Do the same thing, knit it, and lift that far right stitch over and off. Okay, so now there aren't any stitches on the left needle. Get rid of this one, we're done. Okay, and now, let me lay this down. You have 1 stitch on the right needle. So this is adjustable because the yarn's always coming out of the stitch that you last worked. So let's pull this out a little bit, make that loop a little big, and you can take the right needle out. Okay, done with both knitting needles. Grab your scissors, and now I'm going to cut my tail, leave a tail. And in patterns we say, now cut your yarn from the ball and leave a tail long enough for weaving in. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave a tail. You don't wanna cut it super short because we are gonna use this tail to weave it in and secure. So let's say my tail is about 5 inches. Sure, that works. It doesn't have to be perfect. So then take that edge and put it through this last knit stitch loop. Okay, and then pull it all tight. So it makes kind of a knot. So this is the final, pull it tight too so it's not sticking way out. Okay. There we go. Okay, technically your scarf is done. The knitting part is finished. So this is very exciting. So, but what, I bumped the camera, sorry. What we're left here, let me show you both edges. This is what we just did the bind off. And see, there's nice little row of knit stitches along the top, nice clean line. And also here is our cast on edge. This one has a tail also. So we've got these two strings here that we need to hide. Okay, let's work with just grab one of them and grab your tapestry needle. Okay, weave that tail through the tapestry needle. And little tips, if you're struggling getting the yarn through the tapestry needle, sometimes it frays. I usually like twist, you can either twist the end of the yarn real tight and make it smaller to go through, or sometimes I fold it around the side of the needle and pinch it and get that side really flat, and then that can feed through also. So if it takes you a minute to get, because these ends get super frayed, if it takes you a minute, don't worry, take your time. Okay, let me position this so I can show you. All right, so we have the needle through, and I'm gonna move the camera down just a little closer for this sewing part. There we go, a little closer. Okay, I want to show you that we have, if you can see on the knit stitches, there's usually like groups of two. So this would be like a stripe. This would be a stripe where there's a bottom one, top one, bottom one, top one, or maybe kind of like, it forms kind of like a zigzag. So then we'll have a final one on the edge too. Top, bottom, top, bottom, top. I take my needle and I weave in and out of each one of these stitches. So the first one, you can see the ridges. I'm going to start in this, and if you start on the second one in, no big deal. So I will go up, this is going to be my zigzag. I will go up through one of the bars, okay? And then now the one next to it is a little lower, and I go down through that one. Just like, but when I mean bars, it's all these little like horizontal bumps. So I'll go down through the one next to it. Okay, and then next time we're gonna go up. So you alternate directions that you're weaving the yarn in. Okay, next one I'm going back down. So that would be this bump here. Okay, now we're going up. Next one is down. Next one is up. So just keep alternating the way, the direction the needle's going. So now what it is, basically we are just mimicking the knit stitch that you made in like up, down, it's going in and out. So I do this for about like 2 inches or like 8 or 10 of times working through a stitch. Like that is sufficient. The only recommendation I have is on your final one, make sure you're in the direction that's facing into the project. So I'm going to call it quits here, and my yarn is coming now into the project, and that's where I'm going to trim. But if you were to do one more, the yarn would, when you trim it, the yarn would be poking outwards, and you might be able to see it. So this just helps hide it a little better. So you see, I did about 2 inches here. Okay, grab your scissors and trim that little end as close as you can to the stitch. All right, and this is done. Needle's done. This is garbage. So now there's your edge. This was our bind off edge, although they both look identical. And you can barely tell where the tail ended. So nice finish on the project. All right, so then you still have one side to do. So same deal. Let's thread this, and you can tell, let's see, this might look a little different because it's a cast on edge, has a little ridge. So I'm gonna flip it over and this one's a little clearer. Although you can weave this in on either side that you want. So here, this is my final edge up here. I'm gonna do the same concept. That first one, up, down. I'll just go a little faster here because I think you got it. And I'm alternating directions every time. This one's gonna come outward. This one's gonna come inward. Out, in, do two more. Outward. See, I don't want to cut it when it's facing outward. I want to have it facing back. Oops, I grabbed too many. Into the project, so it won't, if the end ends up poking out a little bit, you won't see it. But if it's poking out facing away from your project, you'll be able to see a little frayed edge here. Okay, done with the tapestry needle. I can trim this again as close to the stitch as you can without cutting the other stitch. Don't want that. Okay, garbage, and both ends are now woven in. Okay, technically now your scarf is finished. Yay, done knitting. I have one more video to show you after this, and this is to attach little fringe along the edges. This step though is completely optional. If you would like a fringeless scarf, then you are all finished. Enjoy. But if you want to do that finishing touch, head on to my final video. Okay.